paper sheets cutting the newspaper like that. Yeah, what I'm going to do, President, वो महिला मंडल का जरा क्या हो गया आज श्रुति आती last अच्छा what is the trouble date ठीक है पहले एग्जाम दे लेगा फिर हॉलिडे पहला हॉलिडेज जाके फिर एग्जाम नहीं दे लेगा it's like I remember before Diwali vacation we will be discussing only about the vacation not for the studies. What I am going to do today, finish off Muslim League. I will make you to learn question answers of certain important chapters which are going to come in your school exam. That is one part. Second part, math work in history is very limited. Very limited, I know. Majority are your geography math work that the concerned teacher will be doing. But then I feel in history. Some students want certain chapters come again, something like small revision time. So I today devote the entire lecture. If at all you have any question answers of Muslim League, first, second, and third page which you are unable to write, I am going to dictate the answer up front. You have to keep the mobile inside. Independence, nationalism, or we will start with Thank you. We will start with the revolt of 1857. Now, Avi, tell me last topic of Muslim League. Already packed and parcel and ready to run away. मैंने लॉजिस्टिक को बुलाया अभी स्टिकर लगाएगा तेरा मुंह पे और स्कैन करके लेके जाएगा okay good humming song going on stop it give me that revolt of 1857 not paper that's a cool story first war of Indian independence for which I will tell you exact questions. Listen, this I teach normally at the end of every session, but this time I do it. I'll help you to make a chronology of the entire chapter because many people get confused with the dates. I'll help you at least for 2 chapters. Next chapters you try on your own. So write down in your notebook exam LDR. LDR means last day revision. And I'm going to give you all important dates with their certain. Write down revolt of 1857 in your notebook. First day, write Battle of Plassey, 1757. Don't keep repeating, keep writing so that we can do maximum today. So first one. It is Battle of Plassey or Plassey. 1757. And if you want, I can give you other details also between Sirajuddin Dowla. And East India Company. Nawab of Bengal. He was the Nawab. Keep writing today. Don't make any. Second, Battle of Buxar. Battle of Buxar. Any idea the year? 1764. It is Mir Jafar and again East India Company. Mir Jafar and East India Company. Next. Subsidiary alliance.
Lord Wesley.
No, but they have not given the years. Lord Wellesley. Subsidiary Alliance by Lord Wellesley. I'll check the exact years and tell you because it is not there in your 1856. 1856. Then Doctrine of Lapse. Now all the elements get active in my lecture, I can see. By Lord Wellesley, East India Company. Everything no means what is yes. Leave it down. Lord, you write Doctrine of Lapse, Lord Dalhousie. Yes. Huh? Carry on writing. But we check the years exactly. Next, in the last page of the volume, did they give you? By the end of the academic year, don't ask me what is this. Thanks, I understand. Perfect interest in the subject. Okay, next heading, right up. Yeah. What is it? These words are yours. I am trying to get some quick. You are most welcome. Abolition of sati. 1829. And you remember the name of the officer? Huh? Lord William Bentinck. It is Rajaram Mohan Roy encouraged him. Abolition of sati. And I am going to dictate now. It might go faster. Abolition of sati, 1829. By Lord William Bentinck. Then Widow Remarriage Act. Remarriage Act. 1856. In next 2 minutes, she is going to repeat all the dates with the events. If she doesn't, I'll see what is the new and improved punishment today for us. So what? I want to be in your notebook. When is the matter? 1856. No, ban. Widow Remarriage Act, she wanted the concerned person. Wait. Ban it is by Rajaram Mohan Roy or any Brahma Samaj or Arya Samaj. Brahma and Arya Samaj. That's what. Next important incident. It is there. Write down the next important date. it is. I'll try to give this also. Decline of landed aristocracy. This Inam Commission 1852. Now you write on this. I'll give it. What is that commission also? Inam Commission. It's a commission set up by the Britishers. Inam Commission, write the date I am going to give as per the text only. 1852. I'll tell you as per the textbook. It was with reference to. It was with reference to aristocracy. Aristocracy. With reference to aristocracy, I think 20,000 estates. 20,000 estates. For 20,000 estates which were confiscated, or if you don't like, were taken away. And the landlords were forced to produce, their title deeds. Title deeds. You understand title deeds? मतलब आपका लैंडलॉर्ड का जो अथॉरिटी लेटर है वो मांगा. किसने मांगा? ब्रिटिश ने. Title deeds मतलब are they the real landlords? If not, it will be taken away by whom? By the Britishers. I think one important thing I found out, because suddenly they might ask you one for the next one, which you are not clueless. Very important. General Service Enlistment Act 1856. General Service Enlistment Act. General Service Enlistment Act 1856. And write one line for this. What is this? So it's a good thing that you are writing and revising. By which Indian soldiers, तो मुझे लगा एक ही साइड पे chronic renal failure है. You understand the medical term? Yes, sir. What is it? So look at this soldiers can be sent on duty crossing the sea. Crossing the seas. Everything there is a limit. Crossing the seas. Oversea मत लिखो. Oversea का मतलब ही crossing है. फिर type of crossing oversea. Oversea को भी cross करके किधर जाएगा? Crossing the seas. हाँ ठीक. The Post Office Act of 1854. It's a बहुत नया है and बहुत important हो सकता है. The Post Office Act of 1854, 1854. And write down. Will give the privilege of free postage. मतलब वो अपना घर पे फ्रीली किसी लिख सकता था. सोल्जर. अभी उसके ऊपर भी स्टैम्प लगेगा और सोल्जर को पैसा मिलेगा. हाँ. Will give the privilege of free postage enjoyed by sepoys, right? Enjoyed by soldiers. Enjoyed by soldiers. You understood what is this? Yes. When a soldier writes letter to his home, अभी जो है 100% free है हमारे Indian soldiers के लिए. In those days, government of Britishers asked them that you have to pay the money for the postage. That is that act. Next act. Punjab Wars. 1845 to 49. Write down. 1845 to 49. Next, Crimean War. ये जो Mr. Putin has also done this. That time Britain was not there. Crimean War, 1853 to 56. Crimean spelling. That's the place called Georgia. I'll show you the wonderful video of this war. Crimean War, 1853 to 56. I'll just explain what is all this here. Now, I want to tell you that Britishers have showed their supremacy over Indians, but they had setbacks in these wars. One was that Afghan war, जो मैंने नहीं दिया तो बात करेगा. Second was this Punjab wars. To be very frank, as long as this Khalsa Panth was alive in India, and this Rana Ranjit Singh and their Khalsa gurus, the 10th Guru, the Britishers could not even touch a single point of territory of the Sikh community. In fact, it was a British act of making fun of the Sardar Hindu Punjabis and putting both the community together by cracking the jokes on Sardars. Even today, we continue that saying, what does that Bharabhagya mean? We say, Mr. Sardar is going to become man. When I remember during my school days, so I asked one of my good Sardar fellow, he told me since we have a big turban and a big hair inside it, and exactly 12, the sun is at perpendicular, heat, unveiled. These are the things made fun by the Britishers only. The Georgia, the Crimean War. During those days, there was no Russia, but these were monarchs. And let me tell you, if you remember the unification story of Great Britain, which is not for your syllabus, but then I'll tell you in very short. Great Britain was, if I remember, way back in 1756, only a small country called England, not even UK. They tried to annex the two small kingdoms. Today we call them as Scotland and Ireland. Scottish culture do not have any resemblance to British. Neither they speak English. Now, I don't know if you remember that Scots, W-H-I-S-K-Y, which many people now also Scots, layak hai. मैं बोल रहा हूँ spelling and cheat. Thank you. I don't know the substance. कैसे लिखते हैं? Then you pronounce it. So simple to tell you, the Scotch have their own typical culture. Even today, the country is only of mountains, fresh water, and just beauty. But economic earning is not very good like what England is having. I don't know how many watch this England series. जब भी इंग्लैंड का नाम आता है, it is London and Wales करके आएगा. England and Wales. Wales is a group of small islands. The Queen has kept that also in her hand. And then we come down to Ireland. Even today, if you happen to travel there, Northern Ireland is with the UK, and Southern Ireland is an independent country. So both Ireland and Scotland are a part of the UK today. I think some 10 or 5 years before, Scotland cleared a bill in their assembly. We will depart from UK. We don't want any attachment with the UK. The Queen passed a very simple statement saying no more funds from London to Scotland. The next day only they said we cancel the visa. High dependence of Scotland and Ireland over whom? London. When I teach that entire history, the last sentence I only add. There is nothing great in the story of Great Britain. Neither the culture matched, nor the language matched, nor the people's thinking matched. But it is the Queen who has made London to UK. What do we call them? United Kingdoms. But if I want to teach American War of Independence, where I tell you them Boston Tea Party, where they threw away the tea bags which came to the port of Boston, it was American colonies had something common. The language, their culture, a common past history. So no doubt even today we say Americans are one. Because these were the districts of a huge kingdom called Columbia. So that's why we say Washington DC. So simple to tell you only one thing. American War of Independence, French War of Independence, Italian unification. We love to say two persons. One was Giuseppe Mazzini and Garibaldi, both Giuseppe. And then I say we have Germans unification. German after Second World War broke into two, FRG and GDR, Federal Republic of Germany, General Democratic Germany. They wanted to make East and West Germany separate. It is all thanks to the Hitler's atrocities. History books, if you read in detail, if you are interested, it is the Battle of Stalingrad where Hitler made one mistake. The Russian army were very much equipped to fight in such severe cold, but German army को वो experience नहीं था. On the top, Russian army very quickly cut the food supply of the Russian army, German army. One, the winter was severely cold. Second, their food was to be stopped by the Russian army. Automatically surrendered. The news comes to the ear of Mr. Hitler. He gets ready to kill himself and his wife. Writes a detailed letter in which he mentions about his love affair with a Jewish girl in his college. Before the marriage, naturally. He puts a bullet on the wife's head and he sets his wonderful, the costliest palace in the world into fire. Some people say the remains of the body which were found inside that palace, wife was quite okay, natural, but Hitler was not to be the person. But then we do not know whether Hitler had produced a gold double. You understand what is a gold double? Yes. So even today, not only in India, the world European history seeks certain references whether this was the end of this ruler. Gone long after the Hitler's death, they found a place where only skeletal remains of human beings were found. And even today, that is the only museum in the world. Any idea in which country? It is in Israel. The place is called Holocaust. The museum is big. Bones and bones and bones only. Skull, human body, everything. Even small children. He used to send them to a gas chamber telling them you are getting into. He used to give them some new names. And when they go in, it's only the poisonous gases. Now you go to either any part of Berlin or any part of Germany, you don't utter a single word about Hitler. People hated him to the most. I just finished my 9th Icse. I was telling them the greatest comedian of the world, called Charlie Chaplin, belonged to a country called France, or purposely looked like German Hitler. क्योंकि फ्रांस चाहता था कि पूरा दुनिया हिटलर को देख के हंसना चाहिए. तो मतलब ओरिजिनल फोटो अगर आप चार्ली का देखेगा ना, he doesn't look like the way we have seen him in the movie. Look at the hatred of this France people against this. In fact, one of the World War में चार्ली चैपलिन का नाम आता है. He has been a short period emperor, one of the emperor of some part of France. Such a rich man he was, but he had the great fancy for producing himself in front of camera. तो फ्रांस गवर्नमेंट ने बोला उसका मेकअप हिटलर की तरह करो और पूरा दुनिया हंसने लगी. To be very frank, when I read some English chapters, especially a letter from Mahatma Gandhi, Mr. Gandhi writes a letter to German Hitler, teaching him satyagraha and non-violence. How could have Mr. Hitler reacted to that? Today, if I ask Mr. Mahatma Gandhi to come and get into the borders of this Ukraine and Russia, the first requirement for Mahatma Gandhi, some people say Lachi, the what? He will ask for 2 commandos of his own. Sir, आप तो non-violence में था. अभी मैं रशिया जा रहा हूँ तो personal bodyguard मुझे पता था. So when I teach truth and non-violence to all my students, unfortunately, I tell the biggest lie to my students. मैंने जिंदगी में कभी आज तक झूठ नहीं बोला. तुरंत लड़की बोलती है ये पहला झूठ है. How could I be sacrificed like the Lord Jesus or Mahatma Gandhi? अगर मैं ऐसा बोलता तो टीचर भी नहीं बनता. It's like I have identified some of my students when the parents meet me, and उसका मम्मी ने मुझे बोला सर मेरा बेटा बहुत झूठ बोलता है. Very good. उसको लॉयर बना. और मेरा बेटा 10-5 लेता तो काम भी नहीं करता है, पुलिस में पूरा भर्ती है ना। एंड मेरा बेटा बहुत बड़ा बड़ा सपने में छोड़ता रहता है, ये मैं बनूंगा वो बनूंगा, पायलट तो होगा नहीं, लैंड अप इन समवे। इट्स लाइक दैट सेम सरदार जी जो टेकिंग ऑफ इन अ एरोप्लेन एंड देन आस्किंग द को पायलट कि लैंडिंग गियर कैसे करने का, तो फिर टेक ऑफ। It's a PJ only, but how the Britishers have made Indian culture poor in front of the British. Did I not show you the video where Mahatma Gandhi was going to London? Yes. The commentator himself is making fun of Mahatma Gandhi. Look at the little second round of the conference. Look at the little man walking without a shoe in his legs. Oh, such tiny unwanted dress. मतलब वो पूरा Britishers लोग हैट लगाए बगैर बाहर नहीं आएगा, और हमारा गांधी अपना हेयर स्टाइल दिखा के जाएगा तो कोई नहीं आएगा। Sorry, I should not say that. So we always believe in simplicity, but that simplicity nobody respects. जब हम लोग अपना show off करेगा ना, so we always believe these Crimean wars or the wars fought by the Britishers in Europe, they received severe setbacks. You understand setbacks? And they took all the revenge over whom? On the Indians. The last but not the least, many people say it was Mahatma Gandhi and Nehru's attempt to throw away the British out of India. But the hidden reason was one, our Indian National Army formed by Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose have defeated same Britishers forces in two fronts. I don't remember the place in Arunachal Pradesh where this Indian National Army and British people met, and they have defeated them. जब ये news British Parliament को मिला रहेगा, they said please wrap up your innings and come and play in London. And there was other insider news. Congress has agreed to pay a big lump sum to the British to go away. Not why, it is the all hidden truth. So that these people go away and let the INC become the most popular party of the India. Gandhi himself has written, once the freedom is attained, INC party नहीं रहना चाहिए. ये काम राहुल गांधी ने बहुत अच्छी तरह से निभाया. थोड़ा 7 साल लगा, but he is doing it with a persistent level. Okay, let's proceed. Write on the next heading, next year for your 26 February 1857. 26 February 1857. Next heading for the year. Beginning of the revolt of 1857. 26 February 1857. Beginning of the uprising, bracket में डाल दो 1857. Of the revolt of 1857. They are not given the hand punishment of Mr. What's his name? Not that. Who revolted against that gun? Anil Pandey. And you write down chapter number 2, Growth of Nationalism. वही मैं ढूंढ रहा हूँ. They have not. बैरकपुर कैंटोनमेंट में दिया रहना चाहिए. Immediate पास का होगा. Sir, March 29, 1857. Wait. Which page is this? Sir, 86. So then तो मैं भी है. किसका है? ये उसी का है. मेरे भाई का. Suraj. Pages. I learned this. I made it for long years. Now, I had seen him on the screen, and this is the first time I've seen him on. And then I asked him to come, and he was waiting down there. Hey, which page it is, man? Sir, it's from 16th page, beginning of uprising. That is the word which ऐसा बोलो ना, ये बार-बार ऐसे निकल हाँ, you write down. उधर भी नहीं दिए. अच्छा, they have introduced. Barrackpur cantonment. You write down Barrackpore. Shall I write the spelling? 29th March 1857. 29th March. Write down. 1857. It is Barrackpore. Meerut, UP. For the first time today, I watched the entire confidence motion of Maharashtra Assembly live. And it was one fun event to watch it. Now, ये महाराष्ट्र गवर्नमेंट का कुछ अलग ही मूड है. In central they do it in a different way. I told you right. Mangal Pandey was executed. Same. Mangal Pandey was executed after court martial. Hey, everybody knows what court martial is? I'll tell you. नहीं वो नहीं कुछ नहीं मैं बोलता हूँ. Right. He was executed after his court martial. You just understand. I'll try to explain in a more dramatic manner. There was a movie of Akshay Kumar. If you might have watched, my Navy officer का. Because the most important insult, if any soldier, is the court martial. If you watch the movie Titanic, the captain of that ship, he locks himself in his cabin. If at all any ship, even today, Navy में अगर कोई भी ship का captain saves his life first without saving the life of his passengers or the mariners, whoever finds him will hand over to the concerned country and he will be given the death sentence only. ये रूल है नेवी का कि तू अपना जान कैसे बचाए जबकि तेरा सेलर्स का जान गया और तू अपना जान क्यों. That is the rule of every mariner. Now then, if I say the word court martial, as long as you are a serving soldier of the country, no laws can give you any punishment. Any punishment, forget about even the death punishment. I remember I've not readily seen, I've seen some in good English movies, removing away of the stars or the badges from their chest and their belt with their logo or the emblem is the biggest insult to any student. It's like that sumo wrestler of Japan cutting his ponytail when he is saying that no more fighting in his life. मतलब sumo wrestler अगर आप कभी live देखा है, these are the people bought and bred by the Japanese government. Huge people are. And let me tell you, it's fun to watch them just pushing each other. It's one costly. But हमारा Indian बोले सर थोड़ा cover करने को हाँ चल ठीक है. But ठीक है अभी अगर वो cover करेगा तो कितना किलोमीटर cover सकते. We have to take the country as it comes now. ऐसा करके अभी पर्दा डालने में तो बेचारा का महंगा हो जाएगा. But then ठीक है. I loved it watching once, not just somebody say, but I could not understand always shouting Then some of my friends who took me there, they told me when they cut their pony, that is, he is losing his entire title of a sumo wrestler. Although till he is alive, government pensions सब देता है. मतलब he is losing his everything. That is what right from the age of 9 years they are taught. I don't know how many have seen that sword. What is that sword? Samurai. Katana they call it. I ordered for my friend from Delhi because he's a big fan of that katana. उसने बोला आगे से उसको बोल कि जरा sharp करके देनी चाहिए. And if you are a samurai kind of a movie, अगर देखना that katana, if you use it very carefully, it can cut a live tree into two. If it is उतना sharp रहता है. So I forced one of the fellow who was ready to pay me. I got it around 7,000 or 7,500 to mila. But he told me, sir, it is against my ethics as a gift that I should not sharpen it. मैंने बोला नहीं मुझे शार्प करके चाहिए वो बहुत बड़ा बैंगलोर में बनता है तो उसको खुद करने दो. अगर मालूम पड़ा कि जो शार्प करके आपको बेचा मैं जिंदगी भर की मिलता है. So I am giving all these incidents because when Mangal Pandey was court-martialed, you have to imagine that he has fought for his country with self-esteem. And the hand punishment was right in front of the soldiers, Indian soldiers. And I don't know whether you have seen, but I have seen in my hometown some people who have hanged themselves due to some family issues. The body hangs for a long time, the socket comes out. And I've been one of the person bringing them down and carrying them. फिर मेरा माँ बोला दूर जा, मैं कुछ नहीं किया, खुद ही लगता तो मैं तो उठा रहा था. पुलिस आने से पहले तू क्यों आता है? भी क्या करेंगे ना? Other family members are afraid and they are not ready. मैं गया और मेरा दोस्त भाई लगाया, फिर हम लोग उतारा वो सब करके. तो मैं बोला उसका मत उठाओ, I can't. So that is why they cover it with that black color cloth. That is the reason. And even if it hangs for a long time, the tongue also slips up. And it was too dangerous to see. And then I remember one of my signed relative, I think, not relative, distant, he has given for an eye donation. And that's the biggest gift you can pass it to the next, not you guys, me and my own members. As soon as that person dies, you have to call them out. They themselves come, relate, and they have a small pair of tongs. Or relatives को बुलाते हैं, but relatives who stand for emotionally, you understand, ना? So मैं और मेरे एक friend जाके खड़ा हो गया, and they put small tongs here, and suddenly his eyes come up. And left and right रहता है, they keep it, and they screw it, and they take. Within 3 or 6 hours, it can be transplanted. Mean long after you go, your eyes are seeing the real picture of the world. So very few have the courage to do this. Like some ministers in India have donated their whole body. I remember the book written by NRL23, long after I go, my body ashes to be thrown onto the fields of lush green, exact words, lush green fields of Punjab and Haryana. I become the manure to the wheat and the rice paddy fields. The more you cut, the more I go. The more you cut, the more. Beautiful words written by him. Means, मैं मरने के बाद भी मेरा ashes को आप गंगा या यमुना में मत बहाओ. So this is what I say, true people and true sentiments are. So we always believe that this fellow's court-martial and followed by his death sentence was the biggest mistake done by whom? Did I not say when I was explaining it was more like that lighter, which has lighter sparked this. So this is the sparked event which the entire revolt busted up. Is it okay? I'm explaining.
So actually, history teacher told that what happened in Bhagat Singh was just a past thing. Because it didn't really happen.
Oh my!
Because it's not a gallant. It was just a simple innocent mistake that was taken to be.
Okay, in fact, if I tell you certain details, the Britishers were not ready to hand over the body to the family. They want to cut it into pieces and throw it into the border areas where Mr. Modi was going that area and that incident happened. Whose area? And that is a Pakistan border area. And with great difficulty, the family and the INC people forced the British to give the body because उनको मालूम था body मिलने के बाद भी he can create such a big, influence over the Indian. There is an English movie called 0 Dark 30. Anybody happen to watch that? You watched it. That's the movie in which the American soldiers, how they nabbed this Osama bin Laden. Beautifully they have shown. Out of the 3 Black Hawk, 1 Black Hawk meets with an accident. 0 Dark 30. In that movie, they have shown they measured the dead body of Osama bin Laden. One of the American soldiers lies next to the dead body because उनके पास टेक नहीं रखा होगा आपने. He is 6 feet, that fellow Osama. And you must watch it. That operation was seen by the concerned president, Mr. Obama, was there. He was playing golf in one of the places. वो भी मैं बताता हूँ कुछ सब मैंने पूरा detail पढ़ा था उसके बारे में. And when that call came in, sir, we are starting the operation. He went into the White House and he was watching live, and he was listening and talking to the soldiers. Forget about the soldiers who were wearing that X-ray glasses. Even the dogs were wearing it. And ये operation के लिए बेचारे soldiers 1.5 साल से उन्होंने practice किया. 1.5 years. If you remember that Osama bin Laden was searched for years and years, and unfortunately he was found in Pakistan again at Abbottabad, a place. You must watch that movie. और एक helicopter जब crash होता है, within 2 weeks, Pakistan sells the crap to that China. Or China, within 3 months, they make exact copy of that helicopter. So this is Chinese great capacity. इसको भी copy करके बनाना. हाँ, seriously. I remember that incident when it happened. The first person who tweeted was उसका नाम भी नहीं पता था. He was a Pakistani news reporter. When the entire lights were disconnected, he just tweeted as soon as the light came in, saying there is some big incident has happened in Pakistan. And that is the time those Black Hawk are moving out, taking his dead body. आज तक उसका dead body किधर रखा है, अमेरिका ने नहीं बताया. क्यों नहीं बताया? अगर वो dead body अगर पाकिस्तान को भी देता, they might have created a huge monument for in search of that person. Some people say with a black big stone, they have immersed the dead body deep inside the which ocean we know. But अभी तक उसका dead body नहीं है. But many people say he's alive, he's dead. Nobody knows. Okay, let's show. So you see in any of the US
paid America, US paid Pakistan to give sound in that.
वो बड़ा deal हुआ था basically. आप वो movie देखो, you will love to watch it because that movie is not like a movie, it's like a document. They will explain you कि American forces कैसा पाकिस्तान पर होता है और operation कैसा plan होता है. Two actors, I will tell the name also. That lady who has acted, she has acted wonderfully. वो बहुत सारे movie में था. Write down second chapter. Shall I start teaching? Are you tired? Yes. Tired. ये काम आप लोग अपना ओन में करेगा. Confirm. Let's start with the new president. Oh, president. You could have told me earlier. You put the heading, only the heading in your notebook. Because even I am tired of doing this. So we are almost on the verge of the present president signing off from the duty, and we'll have a new president very soon. And the two candidates everybody might have heard. One is that Adivasi lady, and other is our. I support that lady to become, because let's see, we do not know, because that just Yashwant Sinha is doing all kinds of cheap politics. कुछ ना कुछ statement छोड़ता रहता है उस lady के बारे में. But since Yashwant Sinha is not supported by BJP and this lady is supported by BJP, I hope that she wins with a clear majority. Okay, put the heading in notebook and then you can pack your bags and be ready. Only heading done the bus. Madam used to learn what's the name. I forget your name. Write down the heading and pack your bags and be ready. Only I'm going to explain this. उसका भी तो काम रहेगा जिसके साथ Okay, shall I? Everyone relax to listen to me. Look, all the girls. Okay. Yes. पूरा लेकर मैंने जब मैं ready to write anything. Can we understand President as the first citizen of India? Can anybody say why he is the first citizen?
President. So the Constitution says so.
That's correct. We say Indian president and American president are two different entities for the government. You accept that? American president is directly elected. Indian president is elected. Maybe today I won't give you, but when we meet in the next lecture, I'll tell you exact voting system how it goes. The president of India is elected by an electoral college. And who are the members of the electoral college? Yes, elected members of Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha and elected members of state assemblies. every state will have a fixed number of seats in their Vidhan Sabha and Vidhan Parishad. It will be divided by the number of people and they get one amount of vote. For example, in Maharashtra, if one vote of Vidhan Sabha member is close to 200, in example, if one Vidhan Sabha member of Maharashtra votes for that Draupadi, that lady, she will get 200 votes. Similarly, Lok Sabha seats, how they are calculated, all the states in India divided by the total seats and divided by the population. If one vote of Lok Sabha member is 20,000 votes, for example, एक एमपी ने अगर वोट दिया तो 20,000 वोट्स जाएगा उस प्रेसिडेंट कैंडिडेट. Many people told sir ये क्या फालतू कैलकुलेशन है, सीधा एक वोट वन वैल्यू वन वोट क्यों नहीं गिनता. If at all the president and prime minister meet at a cup of coffee and prime minister बहुत लंबा लंबा छोड़ेगा, सर मैं 3.5 लाख का मार्जिन से जीत के आया, 40 लाख पीपल ने मुझे वोट किया और आपको only 300 लोगों ने. ये तो हम लोग बोलता है, but constitution gives highest priority to the president. He is not only the titular head, he is not only the nominal head, but he is the supreme commander of the army, navy and air force. Till today, India has not gone into any military dictatorship. Neither it will be going ahead, because it is the president of India who is taking utmost protection that these leaders do not do any conspiracy behind his shoulder. Never in any of the TV programs or any TV interviews you might have seen these three leaders are sitting and having a conference at the same. It is not allowed. Forget about them. Even their family members are not asked to mingle with each other. Such highest safety is taken by Indian government. If at all India goes for war tomorrow, whenever in the war room the people meet, always the defense minister is there within these three forces. क्यों अगर ये three forces का army, navy and air force का people मिल जाते हैं, they might topple the government of India. So India is very, very careful with these lines. So till today we had several presidents as well as vice presidents who have stood for their performance and merit more than any other thing. If I want to comment on the last prime president, what we are having is the only Dalit president from such a rural backward area from UP. No other person has come from that. Similarly, we remember one South Indian president from Kerala. He was also a Dalit president under the Congress government. He is no more, Mr. K.R. Narayanan. What does it mean? The highest seat of the government of India is given to any person and every person, regardless whether he is from religious minority or whether he is from society or a social eco minority. So what does this president does? He has legislative powers, he has executive powers, and he has judicial powers too. He is the person with wide powers of appointment. He appoints the Chief Justice of India. He appoints the High Court Judge. He appoints the Attorney General, Comptroller, Auditor General. These are those people who controls the central government finance. It's like every Attorney General signature must be there for any check which is issued from Consolidated Fund of India. ये क्या है? The treasury of the government, which is going to central or state government. Without his signature, no check will be clear. What does a comptroller and auditor general do? They audit each and every rupees which is going to the central government. If 3,500 crores are given to that big parliament building which is going to come soon, every penny is counted by these people. ऐसा नहीं कि वो उठा के मोदी ने कुछ भी बोल दिया वहां से 4,000 करोड़ आ गया. No, it has to pass through serious auditing. So again, it is signed by whom? The president. The president can only person who can stop the death sentence given by the Supreme Court of India. It is called as grant of pardon or reprieve. Only in selected cases, Mr. President has done it. There was a lady who was involved in the assassination of late Rajiv Gandhi. Her name was Nalini. She was caught by the police and she was into one among the six. The five were given the death sentence. This lady just had a little small baby at that time. अभी उस बच्ची का शादी होके उसका भी बच्चा है. But ये lady अभी भी जेल में ही है. I don't remember the name of the president, but he has given her grant of pardon. They have reduced the death sentence into life imprisonment. Why? This lady only passed a text message in that particular entire community of killing. So बहुत साल तक गवर्नमेंट ने लड़ाई किया, तमिलनाडु गवर्नमेंट ने, तब जाके इस लेडी को imprisonment मिला लाइफ में, because she was also to be hanged. I don't know how many of you have seen that parliament attack in India. One of the professor from Delhi University, I don't recollect his name. He was given death sentence by the Delhi High Court. And his own comrades and community had a big pressure on the president. He rejected. Why do you go to Delhi? We had a Memon brother. And that time I was not in India, but one of my brothers said, Arthur Road jail he was. Arthur Road jail, Bombay ke just outskirts ही. And there was a huge procession right from Kolaba area to many building, Mantralaya building. The government ने उसको रातों रात उसको फांसी का सजा. And there was big pressure from Congress and many other people कि my brother was not directly involved. He was. कौन सा? हमारा 93 का bomb blast में हुआ. No doubt today we don't forget Bala Saheb Thackeray because today the Eknath Shinde government just passed out the confidence vote. I remember I watched it live. 164 seats he got, and the so-called famous Uddhav Thackeray got only 99 seats. And I remember Marathi words of Mr. Devendra Fadnavis. He was saying the opposition minister ED चिल्ला रहा था. ED की वजह से सारा मिनिस्टर डाल के बीजेपी में भागा. He said अभी भी ED ही है. So some people ask what is Eknath and Devendra Fadnavis. Eknath Shinde and Devendra. How quickly he has made ED का full form there. So this is politician. So no doubt the politics of the country never affects the president. He gives impartial judgments and he is considered to be the biggest signatory. You understand signatory? Like every government decision, it is by the president, not by anyone else. It's okay. Thank you for listening to me patiently. The girls can start moving. Two to each, especially this girl. And you should not be standing down. Whoever got umbrellas and raincoats, please use it. Don't get wet in the rain. So don't pull them.
Sir, I don't remember. I think last month I saw news in the paper that said that district court had passed a death sentence.
District court has passed?
Death sentence.
No, it will be taken by that mandamus warrant. It will be taken. So mandamus डाल के उसको cancel कर दें. या उसको बंद कर दें. You should sit right.
Sir, it was approved.
इधर आ गए.
He wishes to change it.